Navy SEAL dies, saving enemy. What happens next? Shocks. Everyone sacrificed himself for Taliban fighter enemy becomes. His son's guardian military calls it betrayal. Family calls it miracle. The choice that changed a families forever. He took the bullet meant for his enemy. Changed to families forever. Senior Chief Adam Foster's finger was tightening on the trigger. 3 years hunting Taliban commander Khalil Rahman. 3 years of missions. 3 years watching this man's network kill innocents. And now, finally, the shot. Clean, clear. Crosshairs locked. Half a pound of pressure from ending it all. But then Adam saw her. 7 years old. Khalil's daughter Aisha, running across the courtyard, straight into the line of fire. She didn't see the sniper. Didn't see death coming for her father. Just running, playing, laughing. Pure innocence. And Adam's brain made a calculation that transcended training. He saw that girl and thought of his son Michael. 7 years old. Same age, same innocence. His subconscious screamed, if someone had a shot at you, would you want Michael to watch you die? The answer was instant. No child should lose their father. Not Michael, not Aisha, not any child. Adam moved. Not away from danger. INTO it. Stepped into his own bullet's path. Pushed Khalil aside. Saved the enemy. Protected the father. The bullet that should have ended a terrorist ended a SEAL instead. His own bullet. His own choice. His own sacrifice. Subscribe now, because what happens next will destroy and rebuild you. What this sacrifice created. What this choice meant. Because Adam didn't just die. He started something that would turn an enemy into family. Would transform hatred into impossible love. Adam fell, blood pouring from his chest. Khalil stared. The American hood hunted him for years had just saved his life. Why? What madness was this? But Adam wasn't moving. Was bleeding, dying. This was real. Aisha stopped running. Saw Adam, saw blood. Started screaming. Baba, the man is hurt. Help him. Pure child logic. Someone is hurt. Help them. She grabbed Khalil's hand. Baba, please. He's bleeding. And Khalil felt something break inside. This American had saved him. Had saved Aisha, had given his life so they could live. That wasn't a demon. That was a father. A father protecting a child. A father exactly like Khalil. Khalil ran to Adam. His men shouted warnings. Commander, it's a trap. We must leave. But Khalil ignored them. Knelt beside Adam. Checked pulse, weak, fading. Why? Khalil asked, tears streaming. Why save me? Why die for your enemy? Adam's eyes opened, barely, struggled to focus, and smiled, despite the pain, despite death. Saw your daughter, Adam whispered, blood on his lips. Couldn't let her lose her father. I have a son, Michael, same age, 7 years old. I'd want someone to save me for him, so I saved you for her. That's what fathers do. We protect children, all children. His hand moved, slowly, painfully. Pulled a photo from his vest. Michael, 7 years old. Bright smile. Missing front teeth. Holding a soccer ball. Adam had taken it the morning before deployment. Michael had asked, "You'll come home, right?" Promise. And Adam had promised. Always, buddy, always. Now that promise was broken. Now Michael would grow up without his father. Because Adam chose to save another father. Chose protecting a child over killing an enemy. Khalil took the photo. Looked at Michael. Saw his own sons in that face. The son's hood died to American bombs. the sons whose deaths had fueled his hatred. But looking at this American child who would grow up fatherless because of what just happened, Khalil's hatred shattered. "I will protect your son," Khalil choked out. "As you protected mine, I swear it. On Allah, on my life. Your son will have a father, even if that father was his father's enemy. Your son is now my son. Your sacrifice is now my purpose." Adam heard it, understood the impossible promise. Enemy becoming guardian. Taliban protecting American child. He squeezed Khalil's hand. "Thank you. Tell him I love him. Tell him I died protecting." That's what fathers do. Adam's eyes moved to Aisha. "Take care of your Baba. He's a good man. A good father. Be happy, little one. That's why I did this." Then Adam's eyes closed. His hand loosened. Senior Chief Adam Foster died in the arms of the man he'd saved. His last breath was peace. His last thought was Michael's face. His last emotion was love. Khalil held Adam's body and wept. His men were horrified. "Commander, why cry for an American? For an enemy?" Khalil looked at them with transformed eyes. Because he was not an enemy. He was a father. Like me. He died so another father could live. So a child would not be orphaned. That is not enemy. That is brother. He picked up Adam's body, carried it himself. His men protested. Americans would track them, would kill them. "Nitro monoxide," Khalil said. "We return him with honor. This warrior died choosing love over hate. That deserves respect." We go. They carried Adam's body 3 kilometers through hostile territory. Approached the nearest American base under white flag. Soldiers nearly shot them. Taliban carrying American body. Trap, but Khalil kept walking. "We return your warrior. He died with honor, protecting child. He is hero. This is debt. This is respect." The Americans took Adam's body, arrested Khalil, interrogated him for days. Why bring him back? Why risk capture? Khalil told the story. The shot, the girl, the choice, the sacrifice, the promise. Americans didn't believe him until they examined Adam's rifle, found it fired, traced the trajectory, confirmed the bullet in Adam's chest matched his own weapon, understood what Adam had done. The news devastated Adam's unit. Their chief died saving the enemy. Some called it betrayal. Others called it the most SEAL thing ever, protecting innocence. Choosing humanity over mission. But Jennifer Adams' widow ended the debate. "My husband died protecting a child from losing her father. That's not betrayal. That's choosing exactly right. That's the man I married. That's the father Michael needs to remember." Adam didn't save a terrorist. He saved a father. He protected a child. He chose humanity over hate, and I'm proud of him. 6 months later, Khalil was released. Returned to Afghanistan. To Aisha, who asked about the American every day. Khalil told her everything. About Adam, about Michael, about the promise. Aisha understood instantly. "Then Michael is my brother, and you must protect him like you protect me. You promised." Promises to heroes must be kept. Khalil knew she was right. But how could a Taliban commander protect an American child? He spent months planning. Then sent an email to Jennifer. "Mrs. Foster, I am the man your husband saved. The enemy he died for. I know you hate me. I know I'm why Michael has no father. But I made a promise. To protect Michael. To honor Adam's sacrifice. Please let me try. Let me prove your husband's death meant something. Created something. I am enclosing videos of Aisha so Michael can see the child his father saved. Jennifer stared at that email for days. Watched videos of Aisha drawing pictures of the American hero, writing letters to Michael, calling him her brother. And Jennifer understood. This was about Adam's legacy, about giving meaning to sacrifice. She responded, "Tell me everything. Everything that happened. Everything you promised. Then I'll decide if you're worthy of my son's trust." Khalil told her everything. Sent videos of carrying Adam's body, of his tears, of his promise. Jennifer watched it all. Saw this enemy being genuinely transformed by Adam's choice. She made a decision that shocked everyone. She said yes. Yes to the enemy being Michael's mentor. Yes to the impossible family. Yes to letting Adam's sacrifice create something beautiful. But first, Michael had to understand. Jennifer told her 9-year-old everything. About the shot. About Aisha. About Dad's choice. Michael listened with tears. So Dad died for them. For the bad guy? Jennifer chose her words carefully. Dad died protecting a child, just like he protected you. He saw Aisha running and thought of you. Thought about how much he loved you. And he couldn't kill Khalil knowing it would orphan Aisha, because he'd want someone to make that same choice for you. That's why he died. Not because he loved them more, because he loved all children the same. Michael processed this. Can I meet her? Can I meet the girl Dad saved? The video call happened 1 week later. Aisha spoke first in careful English. "Michael, your father saved my father, saved me. He is the biggest hero I know. I pray for him every day. I am so sorry he is not alive." Michael stared at this girl. This child his father died for, and understood. Dad didn't choose wrong. Dad chose perfectly. "You're welcome," Michael said through tears. "My dad would be happy you're okay." That's what he wanted. Aisha smiled. Then we are family. Brother and sister, connected by his sacrifice. By his love. Michael nodded. Family? Yeah, we're family. Khalil and Jennifer watched their children heal each other. Watched Adam's sacrifice create what he died for. Family, love, connection. "Thank you, Khalil," said to Jennifer. "Thank you for giving me chance to keep my promise." Jennifer nodded. "Then do it. Keep your promise. Honor my husband. Show my son that Adam's death meant something," and Khalil did, for 17 years. He became Michael's long-distance mentor, teaching him about sacrifice through emails and video calls, teaching him Arabic, teaching him about Afghanistan, teaching him that enemies are just fathers, separated by circumstances but united by love for children, teaching him that Adam's choice was the most powerful weapon ever deployed, more powerful than bullets, the power of choosing humanity when war demands otherwise. Years passed.
Michael grew with 2 fathers guiding him. Adam's spirit in every choice, Khalil's wisdom in every lesson. When Michael was 16, he wrote an essay about heroism, about his father. "My dad died saving his enemy. People call it betrayal. I call it the bravest thing anyone ever did. He chose protecting a child over completing his mission, chose humanity over war, chose love over hate. And in doing so, he created a family where there should have been enemies, created love where there should have been hate. That's not betrayal. That's victory. The only victory that matters." The essay went viral. News outlets picked it up. Taliban commander and American widow raising son together. People called it propaganda until Jennifer and Khalil appeared together on video. Michael and Aisha beside them. 4 people connected by one sacrifice. Proving enemies can become family when someone chooses humanity. How is this possible? The interviewer asked. He's Taliban. He killed Americans. He's the enemy. Jennifer's answer was simple. He's the man my husband died to save. The man who promised to protect my son. The man who kept that promise for 17 years. That's not enemy. That's family. That's what my husband created with his sacrifice. Khalil spoke next. Adam Foster gave me my life, my daughter, everything. I owe him everything. So I give his son everything I can, my wisdom, my guidance, my love. I cannot replace his father, but I can honor his sacrifice. Adam Foster ended my war, ended my hate, showed me what truly matters. Children, family, love. When Michael turned 24, he graduated Bird or S, became a SEAL like his father. Jennifer and Khalil both attended. The enemy and the widow, the family that shouldn't exist. At the ceremony, Khalil placed the trident on Michael's chest, the Taliban commander pinning the SEAL insignia. Your father would be proud, Khalil said, tears streaming. He died protecting. You will live protecting. That is legacy. Adam Foster's love lives in you. Protect as he protected. Choose as he chose. Love as he loved. Michael hugged him. Thank you for keeping your promise. Thank you for being what Dad asked. I have two fathers. One who died for love. One who lived for the same. Both warriors. Both protectors. Both heroes. That night, Michael gave a speech remembered forever. My father, Senior Chief Adam Foster, died making an impossible choice. He had a Taliban commander in his sights. Then he saw a child, 7 years old, running into fire. And he chose to save his enemy, chose to protect a child, chose to ensure a father and daughter stayed together. He stepped into his own bullet, gave his life so Khalil Rahman and Aisha Rahman could keep theirs. That should have been the end. But it wasn't, because Khalil made a promise to protect me, to guide me, and he kept that promise. For 17 years, he taught me what my father's sacrifice meant, what it created. And now I stand as proof that enemies can become family, that hate can become love, that war can create peace when someone is brave enough to choose it. I had two fathers, Adam Foster, who died choosing humanity, Khalil Rahman, who lived honoring that choice, both showing me what it means to be a SEAL, to protect innocence, to choose love over hate. So I promise both my fathers to be a SEAL who protects, who chooses humanity, who sees the child before the enemy. That's my father's legacy. That's what I will live for. If this story changed how you see enemies, sacrifice, what's possible when humans choose love? Subscribe now. Share this with someone who thinks hate is stronger than love, who thinks enemies are inevitable, who thinks sacrifice for the wrong person is wasted. Because Adam Foster proved otherwise. Proved that one choice can change everything. One sacrifice can create family where only enemies existed. One moment of choosing humanity can echo through generations. Find your choice. Find your sacrifice. Find what matters more than your mission, more than your hate, more than your war. Then choose it, like Adam did, like Khalil honored, like Michael lives. Because humanity transcends everything. Love defeats everything. Sacrifice creates everything. When you're brave enough to choose it, that's the lesson. That's the legacy. That's what warriors really fight for. Not to kill enemies, to protect children, to keep families together. Adam Foster did that. Gave his life for it. Created family from it. Changed the world with it. Now it's your turn. Choose humanity. Choose love. Choose protecting children. All children. Even enemy children. Especially enemy children. Because children are never the enemy. They're always the reason to stop fighting. Always the reason to choose differently. Always the reason to be brave enough to take the bullet meant for your enemy. Be brave enough. Choose love. Change everything. That's what Adam Foster did. That's what Khalil honored. That's what Michael lives. That's what we all should do. Be brave enough. Always.